Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. Today we're doing the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon Proving Grounds, and honestly, this is not hard. So this is going to be with just your Lightspeed bundle characters. This is not going to be anything crazy. It's just going to be what you got in your Lightspeed bundles. Now, I am going to put a caveat. I do want anyone who's done this with any other teams, any other compositions, please throw it in the comments section. I will have a pinned comment that I will continually add a list of teams to as you guys comment your stuff that you use. So that way, if there's people who don't have Lightspeed bundles, but they may have, I don't know, something that does work. I doubt CLS does it, but like, you know, something like, I don't know, a Jedi Knight Luke probably does it. If you have a team composition that does it, that's easy to get, please throw it in the comment section. But for now, we are just going to be exploring what we have in our Lightspeed bundles, and we're going to go easiest to hardest, and I say that as a very liberal easiest to hardest, because honestly, I did this event 3 stars with both teams, and easiest to hardest just means which one takes longer. I highly suggest you use SLKR. Now, SLKR, you do always want the whole, you know, first order officers faster than Hux, but besides that, not much of this is that important when it comes to modding. Just make sure you have decent mods, just in general. So we can pass the turn over to SLKR. Now, keep in mind, he can actually crit Moff Gideon, and so he's going to get 20 stacks instead of 40. It won't affect us too much. We're going to siphon from DTMG, and we're basically just going to continually siphon from DTMG. Just try to continue to keep him controlled. I am going to take a second and I'm going to stun Stormtrooper because A, it gives us a critical hit, so we're going to build stacks faster, and B, he's also just annoying and will taunt. I'm also going to do one to Scout Trooper right here. Scout Trooper obviously not needed to do it. The reason I'm not doing Moff Gideon as much as I'd like to do Moff Gideon, the thing is, Moff Gideon is actually helping us out because he has control of the situation, which we have an SLKR, which means we're going to take first turn, and the opening play we just saw is basically going to happen again. On top of that, whenever a first order ally loses turn meter under SLKR, they gain 10% max health and max protection, and so I see it as a good trade-off to just leave him unstunned. So we'll continue to siphon off of DTMG and just kind of keep going, so reduce cooldowns. Honestly, you can use this ability if you want, but attacking out of turn heals up Dark Trooper Moff Gideon and just lowers your damage and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so the less that you can attack out of turn, the better, is essentially the whole idea behind this. But it's not necessarily going to harm you, because eventually you're going to ramp so hard with your wonderful SLKR that it doesn't matter, you know, how reduced damage they do, because you're gonna hit a point where you're just killing off everyone. And that's the thing, is at the beginning of this match, your most powerful characters get Boon of the Mythosaur, which this character has 200% max health, max protection, 50% offense, and they gain retribution when they have taunt. They lose 50% and 20% speed. The other part of this is whenever they hit 50% health, they'll start taunting, and they'll gain a bonus turn, as it says up here. And so, not very important when it comes to SLKR. When it comes to Rey, it is important, because it means you get to sudden whirlwind. Essentially, as soon as you hit the point where you can sudden whirlwind, you sudden whirlwind, because you get a bonus turn, which is cool. It's very cool. Doesn't help that much, I'm going to be honest. We're out of abilities, so I'm just going to hit ultimate just for fun and just start ramping pretty hard and get the stuff going. Sure, pass it over. And there goes 2 of them. And he's back under stun. And we'll just basic pass it over again. Because we're killing him with SLKR, it means that they won't come back, so we don't even have to worry about his revive, essentially. I'm not even going to pass turn anymore, just because I don't want to reduce his max health or protection anymore. But I mean, we should be fine considering they're reducing max health and protection, hence the reason that Hux and First Order Officer are still doing fine, even though that they've gained advantage this many times. Yeah, sure, we'll just jump right in. And so you can see here, we're really not doing almost anything to good old DTMG here. But of course, the way that, you know, SLKR works is he's just going to keep ramping. And so we can just sit here and essentially just full auto from here on out, just keep keeping him under stun. And eventually SLKR will hit a point where he just kills him off. And so this is just the strat. It's just super easy to use SLKR because they're removing so much turn meter from the team with DTMG's overall kit that they just get beefier and beefier. So even though you're doing the pass the turns and everything, your characters don't really go down. You know, having Moff Gideon open basically sets you up for another starting opening play again. Like, it just works out really well. So I don't think you'll have any problems running this. I'm not going to play through to the end because I don't want to refresh with crystals because it's expensive. But honestly, it's just continually siphoning with SLKR from here on out until he builds enough damage to just one tap Trooper Moff Gideon. It's just that easy. Now, you've probably seen my other Proving Grounds videos, and Ray does the same thing she always does in Proving Grounds, which is she hits like a wet noodle until she doesn't. So that's why I saved this one for last. Was it a fun battle to do? No. What, did I do it first try? Yes. This is the team that I used. You should have this if you got the Lightspeed bundles. I'm honestly, based off of how easy it was, I'm sure you could swap out L3 for literally anyone, you know, BB-8 or whoever you want to, and you should be fine. Resistance 0 Poe is probably going to be a solid choice. So we're going to start off, you know, pop it on our tank. We'll pass it back to Ray. If you can have your Resistance 0 Poe Finn. Resistance Hero Finn. Sorry, I was like, that's not the right name. Resistance Hero Finn. If you can have him fast enough to take second turn like that, it's great because then you can Lifeblood again and we hit that 50% health, which means we instantly take a bonus turn and we can wipe Moff Gideon off the face of the earth. And the reason we do that is because then we get the ability to essentially not get our turn meter removed, which is nice because, you know, some of our people will lose Inspired, and so we will be losing turn meter. And especially if you don't apply the Zeta, because I know a lot of people don't for some reason, even though they need to, if they want to have SLKR ever get holds, or Starkiller ever get, if you want Ray to like hold against Starkiller. I'm sorry, my brain's not working this morning. Additionally, you don't get the debuff that reduces your damage and everything, and DTMG combos off of that really well. So if you can get him out first turn like that, it's great. You might have to up your Finn mods just a hair, but honestly, these guys aren't super fast, so you should be fine. I will leave the speed in the pinned comment. But at this point, oh gosh, we got healing immunity. That's annoying. So we're gonna have to wait until we get healing immunity off of her, and then you use her to heal her, and then that's just kind of the strat, is you just, you know, balance. So like, we're gonna basic until we can get healing going. And so essentially from here on out, after you get that opening play done, it's literally just sitting here for 3 to 5 business years while you wait for them to ramp up their damage. I would try to avoid as much as possible attacks out of turn. Like, you know, they're inevitable at some times like this. But like, I would try to avoid her attack out of turn ability unless you're trying to get rid of debuffs like healing immunity. It's just not worth it. The passing the turn meter one, always great. Keep in mind, there is that modifier that means that if we get Ray another turn, she hits that lifeblood, she's going to instantly get herself a another whatchamacallit, a bonus turn, which gives us our sudden whirlwind, and so we can take out another person. And of course, sudden whirlwind prevents revive, so Moff Gideon and Stormtrooper are not coming back. And so literally at this point, like, honestly, I could probably full auto this, because the entire point of the rest of this is not even like actually playing. It's literally just waiting, because every time they gain turn meter, she gains damage. That's her mastery, is damage or offense, and so she just continues to ramp, and so eventually her ultimate will kill off the side pieces, and then eventually it'll kill off DTMG. The problem is the ultimate doesn't actually kill off the side guys, so it becomes problematic, especially if he has his stuck on taunt. But if you get lucky, you can be able to hit these side guys with a really nice, you know, sudden whirlwind and make them so they can't revive. But overall, like, literally, I had to refresh this node because I accidentally ramped too fast. I didn't take into account how fast I was ramping. And so, like, yeah. I did it 3-star last time. This time it's looking like a 2-star. It's fine. Yeah, like, hits like a wet noodle. Doesn't do much. We're essentially just waiting on ultimates and continually ramping. So, really not too hard with either team. I think SLKR is the better one because I'm going to be sitting here forever for doing this. I mean, honestly, let's actually just try it. But yeah, so once again, if you have any other teams that you found, I mean, this is very accessible teams in general. But if you found other teams that you can think of that you were like, oh, I don't have the Lightspeed bundles and I did it with this, please throw it in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to be able to make a comprehensive list for people. We did that in our last video when we did, oh, who was the last character? It wasn't Fury Class, it was the one after that. I honestly don't remember. Whoever it was, we did it. Oh, it was Malicos. And so, yeah, luckily the Malicos one was super easy. But yeah, so throw it in the comment section. Also throw the word potato somewhere in your comment so I know you watched the whole video.
Much nowhere. Let's get started.
Yeah, see right there, almost done. Honestly, can I just... And there it is. Oh, okay, there's a savior mechanic. Fine, we'll go through you again. Gosh. Can we perchance skip the kill again? Basic. Basic. Okay, that should be the kill, right? Unless it's a saber mechanic whenever he has allies. There we go. And voila, it's finally done. Sorry it took so long. It's literally just, yeah, this is why I hate using Ray for this, and why you should use SLKR and any other teams that are in the comment section. I will have the comment section, the pinned comment, be separated by fast, medium, and slow. Like, if it takes forever to do your counter, please put that in your comment, because, like, I don't know, Ray doesn't seem worth it. Like, I appreciate, like, I at least auto, but, like, it takes forever, dude. But thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully that helped you guys get your shards for the month. If you need help with any other Proving Grounds node, take a look at previous videos that I have. The only one that I don't have a thing for is Malgus, and we'll be taking a look at Malgus and seeing if there isn't easy ways to do it. But overall, the best way to do it is just to do the path that you usually do with a Lightspeed bundle, which is you know, your Ray, your SLKR, and then maybe an Executor if you're close, and then you do JML, and then if you don't have Executor now, then you just put it at the end right here. And then the Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke can do every single node in Proving Grounds, so shouldn't have any problems doing it that way. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.